All right, hey guys, what's up? I'm Haiku, and right now we do have a special guest that we'll go on to that later. This is the World Cyber Games Singapore Finals, Dustbin Esports taking on XtC, Philippine versus Malaysian matchup. So I'm joined with Breakycpk from Honcast. What's up?
Hey, how's it going? Happy to be here. I heard about this matchup here a couple days ago. And with this tournament, I should say, the World Cyber Games Singapore, and, you know, obviously don't know too much about a lot of the teams other than DskB, and we happen to be watching here. But I'm just really excited to see a new scene in the HoN scene, and definitely an up-and-coming one, so I cannot wait to see, yeah, it's Singapore, right? That's correct. But hey, I cannot wait to actually see what these two teams bring to the table here in the grand finals for, I believe, is the best out of three.
It is a best out of three. And sort of here in the Southeast Asian scene, a sort of feudal rivalry is going. People from other countries they just really want to see their team win from their country. So again, Dustbin representing Philippines, and a correction to my previous statement, XtC representing Singapore. So XtC came from Group A. Actually, Dustbin won the Philippine qualifiers to automatically qualify for the World Cyber Games group stage. XtC had to go through competition to get there, and right now both teams actually in this tournament are undefeated.
Mm-hmm.
So like immovable object meets unstoppable force kind of thing.
Yeah, it's always so epic. I always think about Alterac Valley in World of Warcraft whenever somebody brings up that whole sequence right there. But hey, that may just be me. I mean, that may just be the nerd inside me. But so yeah, seeing Dustbin gaming here on the Legion side, let's go ahead and actually just go over the lineups to really get into this and make it the actual cast that it truly is. Unfortunately, for whatever reason, I'm still not even sure, but the teams actually came into the match already picked it. They had already picked their band, their heroes apparently. So I don't know if it was a remake or whatever. But so you know, we're going into it here, and so let's just jump into the Legion side. As far as what we're looking at for Dustbin, we have, what do we got? We got Behemoth, Myrmidon, Jeraziah, Emerald Warden, and Polywog Priest. Now, I must say, I'm already excited to see Emerald Warden. Now, this is a hero we really did not get to see, or we haven't seen a whole lot of in the competitive scene from, obviously, for the U.S. and the European scene. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing how Dustbin plays her here. Of course, she is being played by CD, who's actually one of the newer players of Dustbin, but a very, very solid carry player, of course, replacing Ninja Boogie. But there's a little bit of action at the top lane. Silhouette, a lot of trouble. The finish stun coming out. However, Hammerstorm without the Hammer Stun, putting some pressure on him. Myrmidon now. Behemoth still chasing, but he's not going to be able to dive onto Silhouette. Silhouette will be fine. And the three other players for Dustbin, they're going to all fall back. But obviously, Tri-Lane versus Tri-Lane going at it. Expect a lot of action up here, as we already see. But and Jeraziah solo as well. Really looking forward to seeing how he plays that. Being played by Dragon, of course. I believe that is. I'm blanking on who it is.
Jojo.
Of course, no. Jojo Flow. That's correct. Jojo Flow. But yeah, so Legion team though. I mean, how do you like it over here?
In Southeast Asia in general, we see a lot of Emerald Warden play, so nothing really surprising. However, you're right, the Jeraziah pick, it's pretty out there. We haven't seen him, I think, this whole tournament, so I'm really excited to see Dragon play him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
action on top lane, though.
Yeah, there is action at the top lane. Silhouette taking a lot of pressure off Myrmidon, getting reaction on Bloodlust kill, gonna come up for our Hellborn side. XtC starting things off strong. So again, the Legion side, Dustbin, the ones to initiate right there. But between the Hammerstorm physical stun, or between the Hammerstorm stun, and of course Glacius doing what he can to throw out that freeze and the slow, able to return that onto Androm, or excuse me, Myrmidon. So a nice Bloodlust kill set out there for the Hellborn team. But I want to get a little bit more into this Emerald Warden. Emerald Warden so she's really a popular hero in the Southeast Asian scene for you guys.
Yeah, I know it's surprising to hear, but yeah, it's sort of that thing that just popped on in the scene, and just Southeast Asian players just love playing that Emerald Warden.
Yeah, that's interesting. Nice. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing CD again here play the Emerald Warden and seeing how well she does. My guess is that, you know, something like a Nullstone obviously would seem to be a very popular item on her. And do they usually play her more really as that kind of really hard carry almost of just really taking over the game?
A little bit more of a semi-carry type role.
Okay.
A lot of them pick up Assassin Shroud, increasing her burst damage by an insane amount. So.
Nice. That is awesome to hear. An Assassin Shroud Emerald Ward. I don't think I've ever seen that. So I'm looking forward now really even that much more. But Jeremiah did sound like Jeremiah was a little bit surprising to you even for being the Southeast Asian scene, again being played by JoJo Flo, a.k.a. Dragon here for DskB. There's a little bit of action at the top lane. Once again, though, silencing shot going on that Silhouette. She is going to survive in the end. The Fissure Stun just and not enough of a trap right there. But yeah, but Jeremiah solo, you know, we don't see it all the time, at least on our competitive scene, but at the same time, definitely a lot of potential, and of course, with the levels, can even play kind of that carry Xayah build, as we like to say, especially if he starts to max out that Righteous Aura, as well as the Inner Light. But yeah, carry Xayah, an awesome name to say, as well as just an awesome hero to watch. What would you expect to see here from Mr. JoJo Flo?
Playing this Xayah, I'm not quite sure. I've been told when you pick the Xayah, it's usually to counter the Kraken. Well, the metagame here in Southeast Asia is kind of outdated as far as the international scene goes. So the Kraken is still very popular. It's usually picked to counter him. The Repel just so good against Kraken, the ulti, not to mention the skills as well, as we see Musica here in the top lane.
Going for a jump on Emerald Warden, but unfortunately he did not wait for his teammates to get there, and as a result, Emerald Warden going to be more than fine. Yeah, a little bit questionable on the decision-making by Torture right there, opening without his teammates nearby whatsoever, so really going for a risky move and ended up really not working out too well. But you mentioned Kraken's actually a very popular pick in our scene as well, so that's actually not too rare whatsoever. And awesome to hear. That's kind of a similar thing over here. But Emerald Warden, in the meantime, taking a lot of pressure. Yes, Emerald Warden's going to get taken out. So Torture doing the sneaky move, sticking around. And Emerald Warden just got completely cut out of position. That was also another case of the Fissure Stun. Can either be your best friend or, well, your worst enemy, as we kind of saw right there.
Definitely.
Sorry about that. I had to keep hydrated. By the way, people tuning in, you should keep hydrated as well. Drink that water. And, you know, so it's for good health. Explain to the viewers just tuning in. Will do. Alright, so this is the World Cyber Games Singapore Grand Finals. We have DskB taking on XtC. I am Breakycpk, and I'm joined by, or I should say, I am joining Haiku here of Team TrollCasting. This is their setup and their gig going on here. But they asked me to come on and be a part of it, so sure enough, staying up late, but really curious myself to see more of the Southeast Asian scene, and always love the opportunity to watch DskB. But this is a best out of 3 to see who the winners of the World Cyber Games Singapore is going to be. What exactly is on the lines here? If you do you know yourself exactly what is on the lines in terms of?
I am not quite sure myself. Mid lane though, Torture taking a lot of pressure. I'm not quite sure. I'm sorry.
You're not sure? Okay, well. Maybe someone around here knows something about it. But hey, I will say this much. Okay, there you go. First prize, 2,000 SGD. So I'm guessing that's Singaporean dollars.
I have no idea the conversion rate.
Okay, yeah, so what? I'm sure it's a decent amount, but more importantly, really, it's the title that matters. That's what I like to say.
Yeah, 100%.
It's not always about the money. But yeah, and you know what title being claimed, you know, the World Cyber Games Singapore Champions, hell, that would be a hell of a title, and I'm sure both of these teams, along with that, will be fine representing that. Of course, DskB, we all know about DskB, so those that are tuning in on behalf of, you know, the Honcast American scene, perhaps, or even the European scene, you diehard fans out there, but for the Singapore fans or the Southeast Asian, I'm sure you know both of these teams quite well yourself, so. But yeah, so that's what that is. It is a best out of 3. This is just game 1 here. And so far we got a 2-0 hero kill advantage for XtC, and you know, I've been rambling on so much, I haven't actually gone over XtC's lineup, so how about we do that real quickly, Haiku? So we're looking at Torturer, Glacius, Silhouette, Bubbles, and Hammerstorm. That's a very powerful lineup over there. Nothing oddball whatsoever, nothing off the wall, it's just a very powerful, solid lineup. The only interesting thing is, however, and now that I'm realizing what's going on, they're running a Silhouette tri-lane, and that's not popular where I'm from, at least, but maybe to Southeast Asia, I'm not sure.
It is popular where I'm from.
Really?
We see a Silhouette tri-lane being ran all throughout this competition. There's action in the bottom lane. Bubbles taking a little bit of harass, but yeah, Silhouette tri-lane, we see it.
Interesting. Because, yeah, Silhouette, just such a dominating solo mid-hero. And of course, for those that again may follow the Han scene a little bit, we got No Tail and Trowel from Medora, 2 very, very popular players that play Silhouette very effectively in the solo mid role. There's action at the top lane now. There goes the tree grapple coming out, and Emerald Warden once again going to get taken out. So that combination up there, and again, a great tree grapple from Silhouette positioning herself, able to get another kill on that ward, and that is her second death of the game. However, in exchange, Legion team does finally get that middle tower, so this Polywalk Priest being played by ZKK, and again, for those followers that don't necessarily follow the Southeast Asia scene, that is Mr. Swish from DskB, of course, their star player, at least I like to say.
GG.
And, yeah, GG indeed. He's an awesome player, so...
From our international viewers that are tuning in, Dustin, when you guys watch them, they usually play at around 300 ping, which is insane, but right now you get to see them at 30 ping. And I've been casting this series for 2 days now, and I'm telling you, Dustin, on 30 ping, that is some scary stuff.
Oh, yeah, and it's something we always talk about, too, when we do have discussions about a team like Dustbin or just international competition in general. Because obviously Southeast Asia, one region. Russia has always been another region too. We've had one or two teams from Russia that have definitely made quite the splash, and they always have to deal with latency issues. So similar to Dustbin, but you always talk about, God, what would it be like if they actually got to play, on a fair server? Australia is actually another perfect example. We get that all the time too. So, but it's awesome to finally see, here at least for Dustbin and of course XtC, 2000 Southeast Asian teams going out of Jersey time. Yeah, this is going to get interesting for him. He is not aware whatsoever. Can he get that? There's the heal going up. There's the protected charm. There's a Soul's Blessing. Now, can he actually get away is the question. Bubbles will be in pursuit, as well as Torture has a chain reactions.